In today's tutorial, I'll be showing you how to edit and create a web form in Aweber. Now, designing a web form is a three-step process until you get it onto your website. First stage is to design it. Second stage is to customize where you'd want your subscribers to be redirected to, and that you do that in the settings panel. And third stage is to publish it, which is to get your raw HTML code or your Java snippet to place it on your website or blog. Now, right now we are in the design panel, and as you can see, there are different templates which Aweber offers to users. It is very easy to use it and it's convenient. And if you really don't have a design, if you don't have a design plan, you're not really a designer and you don't want to get into a design, a custom one, you can scroll here and see the different templates they offer. They have one for fitness, they have the pointy arrow, which is good. I like to use the basic web form, and from there I build up and see what design I'm going to use. Now all it is click, and if you look, you will see that they have different, they give you a style with different color schemes. If you look at this one, it's red. This is a nice one to use. It is actually a nice one to use if you want it to stand out on your page. So let's load this one here. Well, as you can see here, a web form is separated into different panels. Here it's the input, then you have the footer like. So if you go over here, you see that this tab here, choose where on the form you edit. Now this is the body. All this is the body right here. The whole form here is the body in the background. And for the body, you can click here to change the color on the color panel here, and you can give it any color. As you can see, the color is changing. Or if you don't want any color, you can click no color and it will be invisible. You notice there's no background color. Okay, so was just doing the body, and I remove the color. Now if you want a border, you can click border here and give it a dashed border, and you can also customize the border color. Alright, if you want red, you click on red. No, let's click red. See how it would look. So you click red. Okay, here you can change the pixel, how big you want the border, and here you can select what style. If you want it to be line, solid line, dash, let's try dash. And you also have advanced. Some of these panels here, like the body, the label, have advanced features which many people tend to miss because it's kind of hard to see. So just collapse it. You can add a background image. Suppose you don't want no border, you want an image of your computer, or you have an image hosted on a hosting platform you want to input in the background. You would click here and type the path to the image, and you can align the image to wherever you want, what side you want it, left, top, middle, bottom, center. And you can give it if you want no title, horizontal tile, vertical tile. It's like a lot of these softwares offer features like this, but this is a great one to use. You can give it padding here, and it is very easy to use. Now let's move on to the labels. Now the labels here, you can customize what style, what size you want it to be bold, so and we want to position it. Now as you can see, you can insert a field here and other stuff. Alright, let's finish off with this. So now you move from label, you go to the submit button, which is right here. As you can see, click edit. But with this particular form, you cannot change the submit button because it's a predefined template. So let's move on to over here. Let's create a new form, a basic one, so we can show you some of these examples. Load this template. Now here this is where you add any more fields you'd want to use in your form. So let's create a new field for name. You just type the name here, click OK. Okay, sorry, this is a, yes, click on it, OK. The field already exists. If you remove it, the field was already exists. So let's create phone. Sorry, phone. You type it in here, click OK, and you can select what type of box you want it to be. If you want it to be just a label, the label, we give it a label with the name. If you want it to be a text input, a select box, radio, checkbox, let's just put a text box, text input. So as you can see, the label came over here, and that's how you add a field. Now these panels, if you don't want this to be here, you can delete it, and if you want, you can re-add it to back to the form again by scrolling over here and going into these options. So these are all different options you can customize. As you can see, I just added a custom field, and I changed, before I had a border, and it's very easy, and I would recommend anybody to create a form here. Normally I just use email and name or phone with the invisible, with the alpha channels enabled. These checkered box right here are transparent pixels, nothing is there. So this is a great way to work, where if you want to give your designer the HTML code embedded in a squeeze page or a landing page, you just copy and paste the code from the publish section. Now one thing to mention is that you can resize the box by dragging over the cursor here, and you see that resize icon enabled, and you can just drag and maximize and minimize the size of the box. And also, let me show you, if you go to form type, if you go to the submit button, the one before I could not edit it because it was a template, and that template don't allow you to edit the submit button, but this one you can personalize the button to say get started if you want, if that's what you want, and you click OK, and you can position your button by this icon over here to right, left, or center. And you also can change the text of the button. You can see the text, change the color of the button, and there's an advanced feature here also if you'd like to add an image hosted on some other site or a server. If you want to customize it, an image, you can upload it here, put the path, and this will be removed and your image will be shown. A lot of people miss this over here. It's very small and it sometimes don't see it, but a lot of these different panels have these advanced features, like the body. As you can see, you have the advanced feature to input a background image and so on. I hope you found this tutorial useful, as I just quickly showed you how to use some of the features of web form. Thank you. Bye.